Hello wonderful people of the internet, my name is Caroline Kihuku. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. In case you're new here, welcome. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you for coming back. I hope you're doing fine. It's been 2 days since I last talked to you, and I hope you're doing fine. I am well myself. I've just had some things going on in life, that is, I've been up and down, and I've not been in a position to post because I was busy doing some things. Today I would like to talk about the uncomfortable topic, that is about money. And I thought about my life and money, my relationship with money, and I thought, wow, it's gotten to a point where of late I feel like we are not in a very understanding kind of relationship between me and money, because I am not honest with myself. I am not honest about it, and I feel like so many people are in that same situation, yet they do not want to talk about it. Yet they don't even know they're in their position because they never think about it. Well, to be honest, I think I'm in a position where I feel like to be in a good relationship with money, you have to be honest with yourself. And I was listening yes, Coach Susan's talk about when or how do you know that you are getting into a financial disaster. And I thought about it, and I thought, wow, I have some traits that I think if are not resolved, if are not thought about, and if I don't take action, I might as well be heading to that financial disaster or financial crisis. And I thought, well, I am that one person who lives way below her means. I know that I'm not a very big of a spender, so that is something that I'm not so worried about. But then I thought about it, and I'm like, one of the traits she said that you will know you are heading into a financial disaster is if you are a big spender. And I thought, no, I am not a big spender. But then I've been in a position where I've taken loans from, okay, I would say I've taken bad debt to maybe cover or take me a few days business wise. And I thought, if I do not do something about it, this might get me into a disaster. Something else she said about not saving up for an emergency, and I thought, I have been in a position where I felt sick, but then I didn't have enough to cover for the medical urgency and still survive. And I thought, this is just a minor thing, so it will go away. And I thought, imagine if it was a big thing and I'm there, I not planned for it, I do not have the emergency fund, and I got sick, how will I survive? And I thought about life, and I think I work a lot for money. I have been working for money for a while now. Yes, I would say that I'm a business owner, but then even so that I'm a business owner, I am not at a point where I can just delegate and not get involved with the business and the business still runs. Well, it's okay, I would be out of the business for a while, but then they will still call me, we need money for this, we need money for that. And that is not like, I would not say that I could leave my business and to work for days. So that's why I feel like it is time I stopped working for money a lot and yet start thinking of ways on how my money will start working for me. And I feel like until then, there is a long way to go. Until then I'm stuck at a point where I keep worrying a lot. And knowing myself, we talked about money personality, and I said that I'm a warrior. And being a warrior, and especially concerning about money, I feel like I worry too much because I do not want to lose the money, or I do not want to be in a position where money is not coming in, because I would worry, how do I survive? And that's why I think I worry a lot. I worry a lot about maybe not having money coming, maybe losing my job, or maybe like, if today I do not have a means of money, then how would I survive? You know, it is so hard saving up. You know, it's sexy when you say that you can work and save up and live all that by the book, but then whenever it comes to reality and you're not so disciplined about money, then it is so hard to live as per the book. That is where you live that sexy life, you live a very good lifestyle, you have a very good lifestyle, you save a lot, you do all those things. Those are just things done by the book. But then when it comes to reality, it is so hard. It is so hard saving up and yet have a good life, unless you are so disciplined. And I thought, well, I have some money saved up, but then it wouldn't be enough to take me or to keep living the kind of lifestyle I'm living right now, and maybe have the business keep running. I feel like if I do not work on some things, if I do not work on how I live life, I could be going to that state, which I do not want to say it because I do not want to claim it. We say there is power in whatever you say, so the talk about money really scares me anyway in general. Something else I came to learn that makes me nervous whenever it comes to the topic about money is paying bills in time. I am one person who has everything written down, but then translating whatever is on paper into making it work in real life is really stressing. And I'm one person who will beat myself up because I said I will send you the money tomorrow, or I will send you the money today. Then that day comes and I do not have the money. Then I keep beating myself so hard. I know everybody at some point do not have it, but then it hurts me so much knowing that I promised to pay the debt at this time, then I should be in a position to pay. And that really hurts me. I beat myself up for that, and I feel like I'm a liar. I feel like I am not trustworthy when it comes to that, and I really hate it when somebody has to lie to me. So I'm feeling like I should not be doing the same to the other person. Maybe this is what they expected, and whenever I'm not in a position to pay my bills on time, I feel so nervous, and it makes me so uncomfortable. It makes me feel angry with myself because it hurts a lot. I just don't want to talk about money whenever I feel anxious. I hate talking about money whenever I feel it's too much to handle. Yet I know it is essential to talk about it. Yet I know it's not my fault at some point. And something else that makes me anxious is because I know that I am deep in debt. Well, I have a plan to pay all this debt, but then even so, I feel like some debts should have been tackled better. And I feel guilty because I know there was a time where I had the money, but then I spent it very bad. I did not respect my money at that time. So that's why I feel so guilty and I'm so hard on myself, and I do not want to talk about it because it makes me anxious. In as much as I try prioritizing what is urgent, I feel like the other person does not deserve to wait. Yet I know I cannot pay all this debt at the same time and still manage to go on with life. So it makes me anxious thinking that, you know what, this person is not talking to me because I have their debt, or maybe this person is calling me to ask me about their money even when they are not calling me for that, and I feel so guilty about it, which makes me take up on a lot of jobs that makes me very tired. And whenever I am tired, I do not work very well, and especially if I'm tired mentally, if my brain is tired, then I know that I will not do things to perfection. I know there is a certain way I like things done, and whenever they're not done, then I'm hurt, I withdraw, and I beat myself up so much. So most of the time I find myself taking up on a lot of things, but then I do not make them 100. I do not give them 100% because I am tired. I get tired, and it stresses me out. And one thing I've realized with myself is when I'm stressed, I do not have the energy to go to work. I do not have the energy to get out of the bed. So it hurts so much knowing that there's something that is supposed to be done yet I cannot do it. So the topic about money makes me very, very anxious. It makes me stressed, and I hate talking about money. Yes, I feel like to be in a position, to be in a good relationship with money, I have to talk about it. I have to come in good terms with it. I have to identify where I'm not doing very well and where I'm doing well and where I need to improve. That's why I felt like if I do this, if I documented this, maybe somebody else is going through the same and they don't even know it. And maybe some points to take home is, if you want to know that you are heading in a crisis, in a money crisis, is if you know that whenever you talk about money, it makes you anxious. One, maybe because you are living beyond your means, or you are taking up on unnecessary loans, which professionals would call bad debt. That will be money that is maybe taken to buy something that you could have done without, but then because you felt like you needed it, you just took the money, and you need to pay with a very, very high interest rate. So taking up on unnecessary debt is a way to know that you could be heading in a crisis. Something else is if you do not have an emergency fund. Like, most of us do not care to pay even for the NHIF if you're in Kenya, or insurance, depending on which country you are. Most people do not have the insurance cover, and yet they do not have money set aside. So whenever you get sick, you do not know what to do. Maybe you are like me. If you are sick and you do not have the extra money, you stay at home because you are worried if you go to the hospital, how will you pay the bills? So you just stay home in pain. That's another way to know that you're heading into a financial crisis. Something else that you will know that you are heading into a financial crisis is if you live paycheck to paycheck. If today your job, if today you are to lose your job, would you have enough to survive? If not, then know that you could be heading in a financial crisis. So start making better life plans, and that applies to me as well. I think we are both in this. We are both struggling about this, and that's why I like this community. I feel we can be honest with each other. I feel like we both need this thing. Those are just but a few. I hope this topic about money will someday get normal, where we will talk about money and see if it's a part of us, and see if it's something that we should be talking about, yet we know it makes us uncomfortable. And I know that talking about money is not one of the best traits I have, yet I feel like in order to start making it feel normal to me, in order to start making amendments, then I need to talk about it. Then I need to make it feel in my heart that, you know what, actually I really need to talk about it. Actually, it's something that is here to stay, and it's something I need to work on and make better investments. And I'm hoping that this is beneficial to someone. And why don't you comment below, how is your relationship with money? Are there some things that you would change for better, or are there things that you feel like, well, I did a good job with this and now my financial life is much better? I know there's a lot, and if you have something to say, kindly comment below. Till next time, bye.